Hello. Thought I'd talk about WWE Evolution. My talking about the matches, thoughts on the show. But to be honest, I thought the show was kind of terrible. Especially the main event. First matchup, it's Lita and Trish Stratus, two legends. Well, against it was originally Mickey James and it was originally Alexa Bliss. This picture is kind of outdated. This picture is outdated, but it was originally going to be Alexa Bliss, but Alexa Bliss got concussed. Concussions, and so she was replaced by Alicia Fox, but she was in their corner. Like, she was at ringside. And then, yeah, so. And the weirdest thing is, I thought, if she got involved during the match. Like, she at one point got in the ring. I think, she pushed, I don't know if it was Lita or Trish, but she pushed one of them, either one off the top rope. I don't really remember who, but, I thought it was weird. If you're concussed, why would they allow her to do that, though, if she's concussed? If she has a concussion, if you have a concussion, I don't think they would allow you to, do something like that. She didn't take any bumps or anything, but, yeah, the Legends win, And also, let me say one thing about Alicia Fox. There was a botch where, the referee was, Alicia Fox was late to break up a pinfall. And, that was a 3. The referee had to delay his third count for almost, a second. But, yeah. That was it. The Legends win. What was next? I'm sorry if I go out of order, but, oh, yeah, next is, the Battle Royale. Yeah, the Battle Royal. So yeah, that was it, many legends, Alundra Blaze was there, who was else? Molly Holly, I believe, yeah, Ivory, wait, who else? Jesus Christ, Maria Kanellis, she's right here, I guess you could say she's a legend, but, ooh, I legit don't really remember, yeah, Alundra Blaze, so, yeah, and I thought it was a fun Battle Royale, oh yeah, Michelle McCool. There's Michelle McCool. Michelle McCool, Undertaker's wife. But yeah, I thought that it was a fun Battle Royal, but I didn't like the ending. Well, first off, the end was they stared off. There was a stare off between Ember Moon and Asuka. Because the history those two have back in NXT. And boom, my prediction was Asuka. I was hoping Asuka to win, but then but then slowly during the match, my pick changed to Ember Moon. And then I just wanted her to win even more when she eliminated Asuka. And then, there were teasing a whole, Tamina versus Nia Jax. Yeah, that part. Why couldn't they couldn't have just booked Nia Jax and Tamina to both, eliminate each other. Nia Jax, yeah, they couldn't just book them to, each other. Yeah, Nia Jax wins the Battle Royal. It should have been Ember Moon. It should have been either an Asuka or it should have been Ember Moon. One of those two should have won the Battle Royale. Think about the choice. Ember Moon versus Ronda Rousey. That would be great. I think Ember Moon would lose to Ronda Rousey, but hey, it's something fresh. Or Asuka. Asuka would have won. Hey, Asuka versus Becky Lynch. But that would be fresh. There'll be Asuka versus Becky Lynch, or hey, even better, because they didn't really say if you were the winner of that brand, you have to challenge for that brand's title. What if Ember Moon, won, and then she went to SmackDown, and then Ember Moon challenges Becky Lynch. So yeah, Nia Jax. Why do we need to see? We've seen Ronda Rousey and Nia Jax before. There's really no need to see this again. So, yeah, again, too, I'm sorry if these are out of order, if these matches are out of order, but, and next is, Ember Moon versus, Ember Moon, Toni Storm versus Io Shirai, final of the Mae Young Classic. Io Shirai, huge fan of her, watching the Mae Young Classic, she was named, I guess, one of the greatest wrestler from Japan. And then Toni Storm, who was in the last Mae, she was in the Mae Young Classic last year, but she came up really short. I think she lost in the semis, I believe, or something like that. Probably. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then and then yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, I thought the match should have been longer. The match was like 10 minutes long, I believe. It should have been longer than that. I mean, should have been longer than that. Yeah, and then like, cause like, I mean, I thought it was a bit disappointing, but like, hey, good job, Tony Storm. I mean, welcome to. Well, I mean, hopefully she'll do great in NXT UK. Yeah, well, there's the Iconics. I forgot to mention this. I forgot to mention this. Like the Iconics in the beginning, like with the microphones, and those two were the first ones out. Wow, and yeah, those two were the first ones eliminated. So like yeah, and then I don't know, and then well, this is not from the show. This is just some random Raw, but it was the Riot Squad versus Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Natalya, and this match was literally just a match I would see on Raw. Like, literally. A Monday Night Raw match. So, like, I didn't really care for it much. I mean, I wasn't even paying attention to this match, to be honest. I mean, Natalya, Sasha, Bayley won, I guess. I believe, yeah. And then, what was next? What was next? What was it? Oh yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. Actually, well, yeah, I mean, too. So I'm sorry if this was out of order, but like, what was it? Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane. How did I forget about that? My goodness. Yeah, Shayna Baszler and Kairi Sane. So yeah, cause like someone interfered. It was the, I mean, not someone. I really legit forgot their names, but like. It was like the MMA four horsewomen. I think one of them was like Schaefer. The last name was like Schaefer, but I don't really remember. Like, they're friends of Shayna Baszler. They both got involved. They both tried to like interfere, help Shayna win, but then Shayna locked her in, sleeper, and then she was able to get out of it, but then Shayna hitting her again. So Kairi didn't tap out. She passed out. So Shayna Baszler is the first ever 2-time NXT Women's Champion. Yeah, so yeah, first ever 2-time NXT Women's Champion. And now to this, we have Becky Lynch versus Charlotte. Last women's standing match. I mean, it was awesome, very awesome. It was like, match went on for like, what, 30 minutes, I believe. I mean, great, and the thing is like, Becky Lynch is supposed to be the villain. She's supposed to be the villain in this feud, but we're all cheering her. We're all gonna cheer her. So like, I mean, like, everything WWE does to try to get us to boo her isn't gonna working. Like, oh, look at that sign, I boo the woo. Yeah, I boo the woo. So, yeah, I mean, so yeah, we're gonna cheer her no matter what, and the match was really good, I mean, there were parts like, no matter what Becky did, Charlotte kept getting up. She even buried her, like, she put, like chairs and stuff, like the announcer chairs on top of Charlotte. Charlotte still got up for the 10, before the 10 count. And then in the end, where Becky Lynch puts Charlotte through the table, and then Charlotte unable to get up, and, like, so she wins. And also, wait, let me mention one more. And one thing to mention about WWE, possibly like trying to get us to cheer. I mean, boo Becky Lynch is like, they were showing like a promo, and like during like SmackDown 1000 where she was on the cutting edge, she told Edge like, oh, try not to hurt yourself getting out of the ring, and like and they added boos. They added boos in production. Like in the actual, they did not boo. If anything, they probably cheered. So yeah, I mean, Shayna Baszler. So yeah, new NXT Women's Champion Shayna Baszler. Baszler. I mean, so yeah, hopefully this is the end of the feud. This is it. Please, Becky won. Becky won this match. Charlotte back of the line. Come on, this feud is over. This feud is over. Please end this feud. And then we go from that to this. Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella. Oh my god, this is the first ever all women's pay per view, and this was their main event. This match, I mean, why did this match go on for like what 15 minutes or something? Was that how long? 15 minutes. This match should have been a squash. Ronda Rousey should have just beat the crap out of Nikki. I mean, Ronda, she's supposed to be like the female Brock Lesnar, if anything. I mean, at first I thought like I was liking the first like Rousey, just like like hitting like Nikki with those judo flips. I believe. I mean, Ronda Rousey practices in judo. Yeah, like, and then Brie tried to get involved, like, and like, I mean, keeping it short and sweet. Ronda retained, and thank goodness that happened. I'd be so pissed off if they had Nikki win. I mean, Ronda's not losing anytime soon. So, but however, after all, I mean, and then in the end we had like all the stars, like we're there with Becky Lynch and. Like I say, kayfabe's kind of dead. I mean, that was weird to see Becky Lynch. I mean, hey, Becky Lynch is there with everyone, even though she's supposed to be a heel. Like, but we're gonna cheer for her no matter what. But, kayfabe and like there's Charlotte too. I mean, those two Charlotte and Becky just went to war, and they're both right there together. But like, hey, dude, kayfabe is dead. From what I've heard, kayfabe is dead. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, but this show was just terrible. I mean, I'm sorry, but like, this show was just bad. I mean, they couldn't have done better, like for like a all women's pay per view, and this show was almost an afterthought because the WWE spent more time promoting Crown Jewel, a show in Saudi Arabia that a lot of superstars don't even want to go to. Don't want to go to Saudi Arabia. I mean. And if you were watching, notice how, like, literally the arena was dark, and from what I heard, like they didn't sell out. They did not sell out the show. From what I heard, and like I even heard that like people like to try to get people to come to the show, they would sell tickets only like what $7, like $6-7, just to try to get people to come to the show. Like, I mean, would I one day go back and watch this show again? No. No, I wouldn't. I mean, I don't know if you would. I mean, if you would, I mean, sure, that's up to you. But like, didn't really like the show, man. I mean, like Becky and Charlotte was the best one out of everything. But like that was, in my opinion, that was the real main event of Evolution. Becky Lynch and Charlotte at Last Woman Standing. But like, what I mean, yeah. I mean, I would give the show like maybe like a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. All right, that's it. Yeah.